Welcome to Bible in a Year, Day 111. Today we read 2 Samuel 1 through 4. David hears of Saul's death through a sojourner Amalekite who brings David the news and takes credit for killing Saul. David has this sojourner put to death for murder. David mourns the death of Saul and Saul's son Jonathan, whom he loved like a brother. After David laments their loss, he inquires of the Lord, and the Lord instructs him to return to Hebron in Judah. Upon David's return, the men of Judah anoint him as king. Abner, the commander of Saul's army, decides to appoint one of Saul's sons, Ishbosheth, as king over the other 11 tribes. The house of Judah continues to follow David. War breaks out between the two kingdoms. Ishbosheth's army was led by Abner, and David's led by Joab. David's kingdom is easily winning. At one point, Joab's brother Asahel is pursuing Abner, and Abner kills Joab's brother. Abner warns Joab that the war could last forever and promised it would have a bitter end. So Joab and his men returned to Hebron. At this point, the servants of David had only lost 19 men, but had struck down 360 of Abner's men. A long war did ensue, and David's house grew stronger while Saul's grew weaker. Saul's son, King Ishbosheth, accuses Abner of taking Saul's concubine. Abner's response in 2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 8, "Am I a dog's head in Judah? To this day I keep showing steadfast love to the house of Saul, and yet you charge me with fault concerning a woman?" And in verse 9, "God do so and more to me if I do not accomplish for David what the Lord has sworn for him and transfer the kingdom to the house of Saul over to David." So Abner is switching sides. Abner seeks to make amends with David, and David accepts under the condition that he gets his wife Michal back, the wife that Saul had taken from him and given to someone else. David and Abner do make amends, and David sends him away in peace. When Joab learns of this, he is angry. He takes it upon himself to kill Abner to avenge his brother Asahel. David mourns the loss of Abner, and in chapter 3, verse 38 says, "Do you not know that a prince and a great man has fallen in Israel today? The Lord repays the evildoer according to his wickedness." In chapter 4, we learn that Jonathan has a crippled son named Mephibosheth. He was injured at the age of 5 while his nurse was fleeing to safety with him. We also learn that two of King Ishbosheth's own men kill him while he's napping. They inform David, thinking they'll be heroes, but David has these men put to death also for murder and gave Ishbosheth a proper burial. That's it for today. I invite you back tomorrow as we revisit some Psalms 6, 8, 9, 10, 14, 16, 19, and 21. Have a blessed day.